In these worked examples, we're just going to work out the surface area of some spheres. So for the first one, we're going to use the equation that says A is equal to 4 pi r squared. We've been given the radius in meters, so that's simply 4 times pi times 0.133 squared, which is equal to 0.222 meters squared. As simple as that. Now for the next one, we have a more typical number that we might be using in A-level physics. This is actually the radius of the Earth. So we're going to look at the total surface area of the globe, assuming that the Earth is perfectly spherical, which is one of the assumptions that we often make. And so I've written in the numbers that we're going to be using. We can then just do the calculation. Given me a number, which on the calculator is 5.099, so that would be 5.10 times 10 to the 14 meters squared. So a large number, but that's because we're squaring a very large number. For the next one, the diameter is 0.46 of a millimeter, so we need to make sure we convert to meters, but we also need to think about looking at the radius rather than the diameter. So this is a kind of sneaky thing that you often find in physics questions. So we could, for example, just say that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2, which is 0.23 times 10 to the minus 3 meters. Okay, so that's something we can then use in our calculation, like before, which in this case is equal to 6.6, and we've got that to two significant figures, so I'm going to leave that to two significant figures, and that's times 10 to the minus 7 meters squared. So again, a very small number, because we've had a very small number that we've actually had to square. Of course, you might also think about, well, if we know what the radius is in terms of d, if we know that r squared is equal to d squared over 4, we could also give the area as equal to pi d squared. So that's another equation that you could use if you just wanted to use the value of the diameter directly. You could say that the surface area of a sphere is equal to pi d squared. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of the mini course, which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.